Guys, tell everyone to get connected, please. Tell everyone to get connected. We will start soon the lecture. I'm waiting for everyone. Please get connected. Tell everyone to get connected. Okay guys, I think that we are going to start, right? Let's start. It's okay? Okay, great. So what's the problem with the screen? Okay, yes, I can see. let me do something like this. Let me, if we do like this, and we put only this one here. How is it going to be? Yes. So is it okay now? Like this, is it okay? Посмотри, это вот как убирать, вот экран, вот как-то.
А вы сверните просто и все?
А?
Вы просто сверните и все?
Это свернуть?
Да.
Нет, смотри, просто вот здесь, когда так они увидят только это,
Да.
свернут вот и сразу.
Да, вот они сейчас вот именно видят вот точно так же.
Только это,
Вот
да?
вы можете сейчас развернуть вот опять в Google Chrome. Сейчас у нас... сейчас, секундочку.
Просто вот как будто вот два
Здесь,
экрана,
видимо,
что ли.
Да, здесь, видимо, кто-то что-то напутал.
Как будто два экрана,
Вот так.
что ли.
Кто-то здесь портачил.
Вот.
Вот, сейчас у вас будет должно быть видно нормально. Вот так, и смотрим. Сейчас исправим. Все,
Вот.
все, теперь нас видно хорошо.
So, okay, guys, let's start. We are going. Our today's topic is autonomic nervous system and its disorders. So, we are going to talk about neurogenic, like a dysfunction of the pelvis organs, vegetative dysthenia, headaches, and facial pain. So, the most important thing that I want to show you actually is that we are going to talk about autonomic nervous system. So autonomic nervous system, we call it also vegetative nervous system. It's the part of the nervous system that controls and regulates the internal organs without any conscious, right, or effort by the organism. So what does mean? What does mean? So now we are breathing with you, right? When we are breathing, we don't control the way how we are breathing. We just breathe. So it means that like we don't control it. So if now like all the secretion that's happening in our body, we don't control them. So the autonomic nervous system, in the other way, like its control, like it's is the regulation of homeostasis. So if it means that it's regulating like homeostasis, right? So to keep like all this one a balance in our body. So it's why like here the main role of autonomic nervous system is maintaining homeostasis of the body and adaptation, right? And adaptation, maintaining homeostasis of the body and adaptation. So it means that, look at guys, when you came to Russia, some of you like felt very like a cold or something like this. So if you are feeling like a cold, it means that like inside of your body should like raise the temperature so that like you don't like feel like too much like cold, so that the cold like doesn't enter like into your internal like organs. So it means that like it's controlling like the homeostasis. So it means that like the external temperature should be the same as internal temperature, right? So it means that like it's keeping like the balance. So for us, the autonomic nervous system is is the maintaining of homeostasis and also adaptation, right? So please just remember that. Okay, great. So the autonomic nervous system is divided into two parts, right? We have got suprasegmental part, right? And we have got a segmental part. Suprasegmental part, it has got hypothalamus, limbic reticular complex, and cortex. So please, if you remember yesterday when we were talking about lobes of the brains, we talk linear cortex. So the suprasegmental part is also lunar cortex, right? So it means that it composed by hypothalamus, limbic reticular complex, and cortex. So please remember this one. So limbic system controls memory, sleep, and motivation. Reticular system controls muscle tonus and consciousness. Cerebral cortex controls all the functions. So it's why when we talk about this one lunar cortex yesterday, we said that it's loose is sleepiness, right? Loss of motivation, right? And appetite this one lack, and also we talk about this one empathy, right? So all this one it includes into a suprasegmental part. So now let's see, the segmental part has got two. The segmental part comprises two antagonistic sets of nerves. So it has got a sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. So please, when we'll be having classes, if I ask you, for example, if another teacher asks you the classification of autonomic nervous system, please remember that there are two parts: suprasegmental and segmental part, right? Suprasegmental, it has got a hypothalamus, limbic reticular complex, and cortex. Segmental part has got a sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Please remember this. So the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system has got have got opposite effect, right? So the sympathetic nervous system is accelerating, increasing heart rate and blood pressure, right? It has got this one the accelerating effect. Everything should be fast, right? For example, you have got adrenaline. If you are scared, right? If you are scared, you see that you can run, you can do everything. So this one it's sympathetic nervous system. So it has got this effect of accelerating effect, right? So but the parasympathetic nervous system it's the brake action. So sympathetic is gas, parasympathetic it's brake, right? So the parasympathetic nervous system reduces heart rate, low blood pressure, and etc. So everything is reducing. So please remember those two things. The sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system have got opposite effect. The sympathetic is accelerating like a gas when you are running on your motorcycle or by your car or something like this. You put gas, you run fast. So this one, let's say that is sympathetic nervous system. But if you want to stop, right, you break your the motorcycle or you break your car. So this one is like the parasympathetic nervous system. So hope that you are understanding. You understand all this part. So let's come now. When we say that the segmental part has got sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, let's talk now about the sympathetic nervous system. The center of sympathetic nervous system is located like at the lateral horn of C8 to L2 to 5. Right? So just to remember this one, the localization, please remember the localization, because when you'll be having classes, like the teachers like can ask this one. So you say that the sympathetic nervous system has got like the center at the lateral horn of C8 to L2 to 5, right? So then the nerve fibers like are called like preganglionic, right, neurons. What they are doing, they are leaving like the lateral horn and form a ganglion on the lateral side of the spine. From here, the nerves, like a post-ganglionic neuron, go to the organs. All ganglia form a sympathetic trunk. So one preganglionic neuron gives up to 70 post-ganglionic neurons. So let's see what I'm talking about. So look at this picture, right? This one is vegetative nervous system, right? Vegetative nervous system. From here, the trunk is here, vegetative trunk, right? Vegetative trunk. So we said with you that like one preganglion neuron gives up to 70 postganglionic neuron. So when we are saying about sympathetic trunk is this one. Please guys, look at what I'm showing you here. Sympathetic trunk is this one. The preganglion, you see this one is on lateral horn. From here, the preganglion like starts, right? It's short. The preganglion of sympathetic nervous system is short. So it starts from the lateral horn and goes, right? And goes up to the sympathetic trunk. And from the sympathetic trunk, one preganglion neuron is going to give up to 70 postganglion neurons. So from there, like it's going to go to target organs, internal organs, you see? So from here, it's going to go up to here. So one preganglion is going to give like a many postganglion neuron. So remember, the preganglion neuron is shorter than the postganglion neuron, right? So just this one is the picture now of sympathetic nervous system. So it's how it's way. This picture is how it way. So if you come now, we said that the preganglion neuron is short. It means that like it has got like this one the shell, the white shell, the myelin, right, is big, right, is large. So it's why like here the speed is from the speed of nervous system is going from 70 to 120 meters per second, right? This one are nervous impulse. And here please also remember the mediator of preganglion neuron is acetylcholinesterase. So please remember this one, right? So this one, the postganglion now. Here we are going to talk about the postganglion neuron. Is long, gray, and doesn't have shells, and it's gray. When they are not shells, they are not like a myelin, it means that there is not speed. The speed is too poor, too low. If you see 0.3 to 0.4 meter per second, if you compare, right? If you compare to 70 up to 120 meter per second, there is a large difference, right? So it's why here the mediator of postganglion neuron is adrenaline and neuroadrenaline. Adrenaline and neuroadrenaline. So please check here. Here, the mediator here are adrenaline and neuroadrenaline. So it's why when you start, you feel that you have got a power, you can run fast, you can do something, you have stimulation, your heart rate it's too high. So it means that here it's sympathetic nervous system, which is working into your body, right? So here you have got a secretion of adrenaline and neuroadrenaline coming to you, right? And you feel yourself very strong, not stoppable at all. So this one we are talking about a sympathetic nervous system, all right? So now if we go to parasympathetic nervous system. Now, the parasympathetic nervous system has got also two neurons. So it means a preganglion, right, and postganglion. But the parasympathetic nervous system has got a different, this one sentence, right? It has got a cranial nerves and also sacral segments. Check this one. The sympathetic nervous system has got only right here, only the segments here, right? C8 to L2 up to 5. That's all. But the parasympathetic nervous system has got cranial nerves and sacral segments. Cranial nerves cranial nerves 3rd, 7, 9, and 10. Also, you have got sacral segments S1 to S4. Please remember this one. Remember the differences, right? So the preganglionic neuron goes up to the organs, and the postganglion neuron starts from the organs and finishes there. So it means that the postganglion neuron, it's short, it's too short, it's the opposite, it's too short. So the preganglion neuron of parasympathetic nervous system is long, right? The myelin, it has got shells, also 70 to 120. But the preganglion neuron is gray. The speech it's low, right? So look at here. So this one we are talking about sympathetic nervous system. Here is very clear here. It starts here from the lateral arm, and from here it's going to form a sympathetic trunk, the preganglion neuron here is going to give like too many like a post-ganglion neuron, which are going to go up to the internal organs. So this one, we are talking about sympathetic. And here, the preganglion neuron is long, it's short, right? And the postganglion neuron is long, right? So this one, remember. So now, if you are going to talk about parasympathetic nervous system, look at parasympathetic nervous system. We said that it has got like sacral and cranial centers. Look at the cranial centers. It is starting from here. We said that the preganglion neuron is long. So it is starting from here and finishes where? Up to the target organs. Right? Look at how long it is. The preganglion neuron. Look at how long. And the second, the postganglion neuron, it starts from the organ and also finishes there. Right? You can see. So all this one is what we are talking about here. So please, this one is the differences. They are like they are opposite, right? They are opposite. So now the mediators. Parasympathetic nervous system has got only acetylcholinesterases. That's all. Acetylcholinesterases. But even like this one, preganglion and postganglion have got the same mediators. They have got only acetylcholinesterases. But sympathetic nervous system, only the preganglion neuron has got acetylcholinesterases. But the postganglion neuron has got adrenaline and neuroadrenaline. Right? Okay, good. So now I want you to check. This one is the pelvis organ. Right? This one is the pelvis organ. Here. This one is the pelvis organ. Here is sphincter, and here is the trouser. Right? Here is this part of the pelvis organ. This one, it's called like the sphincter, and this one is called the trouser. So when we are drinking water, and listen, so the pelvis organ, like it's controlled by both parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. Right? And when we say that this one, the parasympathetic nervous system, right, is like releasing. It's relaxed, right? But the sympathetic nervous system, it has got it's acceleration. So what's happening when we are drinking water, right? When we are drinking water, when we are drinking some stuff, so it means that if this box, the trouser, right, it's getting all the water into the box. It's getting all the water that we are drinking into our pelvis organ, right? But when it's coming in, so it means that the trouser here is contracted, right? The sphincter here is contracted. The trouser here is relaxed. So this one to get full, right? It's getting full. So here it is relaxed. So what does it mean? That means that this one parasympathetic nervous system, like it's having action onto this one detrusor. Sphincter here, at the sphincter now here, it's sympathetic nervous system because like it's contracted. So the urine is coming in. So when the urine comes up to some level, here like they are going, the urine is going to irritate some receptors. Those receptors are going to send some signs now to our like sympathetic nerve to our autonomic nervous system. What's going to happen when the detrusor like it's full, or when the detrusor is full? So it means that like the sphincter here is going to get relaxed, right? And the detrusor here is going to be contracted. So from here you can see when you are urinating, you can see that like you feel some satisfaction, right? You are satisfied that like you went to the toilet. So it's what's happening. So here like it's going to get relaxed. Parasympathetic nervous system is going to wake here, right? This one here, like the sphincter is going to open, and the detrusor here is going to be contracted, right? So when you feel you go to the toilet, so everything is okay, you feel good. So it's what's happening. That's all the system, how like you go to the toilet. So after that, like we feel good, everything is okay, so you feel nice, right? So this one is how like our like autonomic nervous system like is controlling our pelvis organ, right? So here is this one that like about the limbic system. So is this one that like we talk about it. So now what's happening? The lesion of the autonomic nervous system. We have got like a hypothalamic syndrome. People like will gain weight, right? Infertility, fear of death, right? Change in appetite, impairment, sleepiness, right? So also this one impaired like a thermoregulation. You are going to get like a vegetal like a vascular dystonia, peripheral like a vascular insufficiency syndrome, right? So you are going to get like this one dystonia when like you feel like this one let's say like you are scared of death. If something happens to you, like you are sweating, your heart rate like it's increasing, you feel as if like you are going to die or something like this, right? So there are a lot of people like with such syndrome, and you can find it even like a lot of kids like with such syndromes, right? So all this one, and what's happening next? So the most important thing, how like we do help like all the people like with this one parasympathetic or this one sympathetic nervous system. We give them like this one antidepressant like drugs. This one is the first thing that like we do. We give them like antidepressant like drugs. This one is very important because like some of them are going even to have like a depression, right? Depression. So it's very important. So principle of treatment, like this one, the therapy should be like from 6 to 12 weeks, stabilizing like this one therapy from 6 to 9 months, or anti-relapse therapy at least a year. So this one, if a person is having like depression, the person like is having like a problem with let's say with the scaring of death, the person like is scared, the person is scared of everything what's happening, right? Or the person is having like a delusion of all what we talk about it, and the problem like thermoregulation, like the disturbance. So all this one like it's a problem. So we need like to get it. So the most important medicine that can help is like this one, antidepressant, like this one drugs. Also you have got like a psychotherapy, so you go to the doctor and you need to talk to the doctor, right? You can see like here is the doctor, here is the patient, like with the problem, and this one is psychotherapy. So we are talking about like this one, the disorder that we talked about it, like a gastrointestinal like a disorder, nausea, loss of appetite, weight, persistent disorders, so pathological like a visual, auditory, like a tactile, like a sensation. So this one we talked about it, right? So also headache, tension headache. So some of tension headache, they are due to autonomic nervous system. So you can see like this one is stressful, psychogenic, like associate like with muscular tension, like a person like is going to tell you like here is contracted, like I'm feeling pain, right? So this one tension like headache. So here the problem like is autonomic nervous system. So headache, we have got like a different like drugs. You can take the picture. You have got like an episodic like a tension type of headache, and also you have got like a chronic like a tension type. So this one, like okay, I'm going to send you the lecture too, and you need like to check. You need to read like when you'll be preparing for the classes. So when we are going to treat like this one headache, we have got like some drugs, like this one very important. So here like you can see them, right? So all what we talked about it, like it's about like autonomic nervous system. So in sum, let's like break it down for you. Let's sum up what we talked about, right? So in simple English for you like to understand very slowly, guys, the autonomic nervous system, the main function of autonomic nervous system is regulating homeostasis, right? Regulating homeostasis. So this one is the main, and also maintaining like our adaptation. So this one are the main function. So the autonomic nervous system is divided into two parts. We have got like this one, the part suprasegmental, right, and segmental part. The suprasegmental includes like the limbic part plus hypothalamus plus cortex, right? So the segmental part has got sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system complete each other, but they have opposite action. Sympathetic nervous system is acceleration. Parasympathetic nervous system is braking. right? So the sympathetic nervous system has got like two neurons. The first neuron, like a preganglion neuron, right? It starts from the lateral on, and it's long. It's short. The preganglion neuron of sympathetic nervous system is short, and they start from the lateral on up to they go to form like a sympathetic trunk, and from sympathetic trunk it starts like a postganglion like a neuron, and postganglion neuron of sympathetic nervous system is long, right? It goes like up to the organ. The the preganglion neuron has got like a very huge speed of nervous impulse, and the mediator here is cholinesterase. The postganglion neuron, right, has got what? Has got like a very slow speed of nervous impulse, right? And the mediator here, the mediator of postganglion neuron of sympathetic nervous system are like adrenaline and neuroadrenaline, right? So here it's okay. When you go to the parasympathetic nervous system, it has got like two centers, cranial and sacral centers. So when it starts, the first neuron is long and it finishes up to the target organ, and the second neuron starts from the target organ and finishes there. So the first neuron, I mean like a preganglion neuron of parasympathetic nervous system, has got like a huge speed, right? Huge speed of nervous impulse, and the mediator here is cholinesterase. The second neuron, which is postganglion neuron of parasympathetic nervous system, has got like a slow like a speed, and the mediator here is also cholinesterase. So guys, here you see we have broken the topic for you, this lecture topic, like very simply, very slowly, very like this one clearly for you to understand neurology, right? So all what we are doing like for you to help you to understand neurology very well, and hope that like when you'll be having classes, all what we did for you, all how like I explain everything for you like very slowly, clearly, hope that like you are going to answer to all questions. So please, have you got any questions to ask me? Have you got any questions? If you have got questions, so please try to type. Okay, you don't have any questions? No questions? Okay, good. If you don't have any questions, so goodbye. See you next time. Okay? Okay. Goodbye then. See you next time for the next lecture.